Welcome back. This is episode 2. I'm geeked because look at that pattern. He's a content creator. He's a doer. So welcome back to episode 2 of Locked In, the series. And episode 2 is entitled Legs and Hips and Body.
Let's get 'em, girls.
If you know, you know.
Body.
And that's exactly what this episode is about, my legs, hips, and body. And no, I'm not necessarily talking about them. I'm actually going to be moving them. But before I get into all of that jazz, I have one question for you all pertaining to me. Will I, Alex, be America's national Hyrox champion? Champion? I don't know why, but Hyrox gives me American, even though they're in other countries, literally international. But will I be the American rep? Probably not. That's okay, because that's not what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to move my body. I'm trying to do new things. I'm trying to be active, more so than what I ever was before. And if you don't know what Hyrox is, go look it up. Come back to this video. If you've competed in Hyrox, put in the comments. If you have, and also, do I have a good chance of getting a good time? And I guess you'll be able to tell based on these workouts that I show you later on this video. But let me know. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my routine, my workout routine, and I'm going to also show you my preparation for Hyrox. Me and my bookie have prepared a Hyrox simulator. So I'm going to run through that. If you are planning on doing Hyrox, maybe you want to follow this routine as well. And if you don't want to follow this one, put in the comments some notes, some other alternatives, if you will, because my gym is limited downstairs. So we was doing the best that we could with what we got. But before we even get into all the workout and all that jazz, you know what we got to do. I got to check my blood pressure. And if you're wondering, why is he checking his blood pressure? Go back and look at episode, or is this back? Go back and look at episode 0. You'll find out why I'm doing all of this stuff so you can be more equipped to follow my journey. So let's go check this blood pressure. I'm so disappointed. What was the last time? I think it was in the 150s. Does this say 146? This says 146/85. Did I just eat breakfast? I did. Maybe that has a little something to do with it. Did I also work out earlier today? I did. Did that raise it? I don't know. Did that lower it? I don't know. I don't know anything. But nonetheless, it's 146/85. Not too bad. I mean, granted, we at least want it in the 130s. But considering I haven't even taken my medication yet, I'm not too upset with her. All right, so this is just a couple of minutes after I've taken, after I took my blood pressure medicine, 129/74. It's been like 15 minutes. It could probably go a little lower than this, but I wanted to show y'all what it's like pre and post medication. So like this is still kind of elevated. It's over 120, but still, it's not 140 something. You know what I mean? But I don't want to have to rely on medication to keep my blood pressure in this range or lower. But just wanted to show y'all, dang, I look tired. It's because of what I'm about to show you. All right, let's keep it moving. The time is 6:30 a.m. I don't know how y'all be getting up this early to do this, but we're going to be one of those early gym goers. At least today. I see you. I see you there. I see you down there. All right, we're doing the Hyrox training workout today. I'm at a loss for words because did I just wake up? Seems like that's the common theme with me. I'm just waking up and getting straight to the gym because you got to get straight in there. So I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna do, and put some pointers in there. You know, my little gym is limited. Show me a little some alternatives because I ain't got no sled down there and shit like that. But we'll get into it. All right.
Let's get 'em, girls. Body.
Remember how I said we were going to do this? So turns out we're not going to do that. We're going to do the actual Hyrox simulator. This one right here.
So pause to read and let's get started. All right, so first we're gonna start with some rope slams after I break out on this dance. And that's supposed to be the equivalent, at least for what we have down in the gym, as like the ski erg, which is a weird word to say. And truth be told, sitting in that squat was kind of crazy. So I said, look, let me just take a quick rest. But I did get up and I did keep going. But next, we are going to jump into our 1,000-meter run, jog, walk, if you will. And we're going to do this in between every single exercise to simulate what actually takes place at Hyrox. Next, when I say the crab walk, which was to us equivalent to the sled push and the sled pull, that thing took me out. After just going forward a couple of feet, you see I had to give y'all the hand like, hold on. But I said, nah, let me get back up in there. And after like 2 little walks backwards, I said, whoa. But we keep going. When I say this jump took me out, y'all see I had to be posted up on the wall. I said, hold on. It took me out. My legs were on fire. My glutes were on fire. My lower back was on fire. And all those gave the sled. But I didn't give up. I kept going, as you all can see. Right after this, we're going to take it right back to the 1,000-meter walk, run, jog, if you will. But I was dead. I damn near had to crawl to the treadmill. But we got on that thing, and we kept it moving. So following our run, we hit the burpees. Now the burpees are the burpees, just like at Hyrox, except for you're jumping on a board and you're not doing that weird leg thing that I was doing. One thing I like to do is dance in between the sets. So we did the burpees, nothing crazy about that, pretty straightforward, but those tire you out. And also at Hyrox, you gotta make sure that tummy hits the ground, which is like zang. But we may do. Don't judge the form, it will get better. Again, we're hitting that 1,000-meter run, but ain't nothing to it but to do it. Then we hit the row. Now, I don't know what type of machine this is, but I was like, how do I adjust the intensity? I don't know, but we hit the row, and that's just what it was. Then we're right back on that treadmill for the 1,000-meter run. Next, we hit the farmer's carry, which was pretty easy for me. It was nothing crazy about that. You're just walking with some heavy weights in your hand. So I'm just gonna walk up and down. Hey, Buki, he got some weights too. And yeah, we hit it. And that is literally what it's like at Hyrox. And I feel like this is the amount of space that you have too. We went up and down 2 or 3 times, so yeah. Back on that dang on treadmill. At this point, what are we almost at 3 miles? I mean, at least that's what it feels like. Now, these are the lunges. I am no good at these lunges for real. Like, I need to work up my leg strength. I mean, as you can see, Buki just running through them hooks. But I'm like, whoo, let me take my time. Them legs start to get wobbly. I said, hold on, let me put that weight down. And when you have 45 pounds on your back, you're like, now I'm in the 300s trying to move this around. But again, you can't take a little break because we out here just training. This is a practice. But as you can see, I couldn't make it far again. And I said, let me just pop a squat. Actually, better yet, let me get comfortable because my legs were too through. But I don't sit for too long. Actually, well, maybe it is a long time. But I do end up continuing and finishing on. But dang, them lunges take a lot out of me. That's why I'm happy I'm doing the partner Hyrox. So my partner can pretty much do all the lunges. Thank you in advance. And then we hitting that 1,000-meter run again. I was done pretty much at this point, but we have one more exercise to do, and that is our handy dandy wall balls, or here we did a barbell squat and press to simulate the wall ball. And they don't be playing at Hyrox. That booty got to be lower than 90 degrees. And why is my tummy always out? Soon enough, y'all, that tummy is barely going to be visible. But that's what we did for the wall ball simulator. If you made it this far in the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in to this newest video. Love y'all down. See you later. But wait, if you have any alternatives for any of the exercises that I have done, put them down in the comments. I really appreciate it. I want to try everything to make sure I'm prepared for Hyrox. But that's all. This has been Locked In, the series. Appreciate y'all.